Well, hi. Today is Tuesday, October 14th, 2025. I'm Todd Studer, and this is Morning Coffee. I was roaming around the internet on my phone, as I am prone to do. Yeah, I tend to get into doom scrolling, but I ran across an article, and it would look to be very interesting. It was from a TV station out of Des Moines talking about how a weak La Nina system is going to be influencing Iowa's winter. And I thought, well, this sounds great. We can figure out what's going to happen this winter, or at least get a better idea. Is it going to be a bad winter for storms and snow? Is it going to be a little bit easier? What's going to be the case? And I am reading all the way through it, and it's giving me all the background about La Nina and what it means, and colder temps in the ocean and how it can affect the jet stream and all of these different things. And then I get down towards the bottom of the article after I've already been reading for a while. And let me just read this verbatim. At this point, the Climate Prediction Center's outlook for the coming winter doesn't lean any particular direction for Iowa. So what was the point to that story? I have no idea, other than getting me to waste some time on your website. Mission accomplished. You did it. Thank you very much. Coming up today, there is kind of a unique event that's going to be going on this Friday down at S&B Kountry Kennel, south of Council Bluffs. They're going to have a potluck dinner. And sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. So I went down and had a conversation with Joe Huntoon, owner of S&B Kountry Kennel, and learned more about it. Got to sit out on his new area where the dogs can get outside and play. It's actually artificial turf now, and I'm going to let Joe tell you where that turf came from. Kind of an interesting story. So that's going to be our guest today. Joe from S&B Kountry Kennel is on today's morning coffee show. Do you or does someone you love need in-home care? Home Care Advocacy Network can help you maintain your own privacy in your own space while still receiving care and support with a personalized touch. Aging in place is critical for many people, and Home Care Advocacy Network can meet those needs with an understanding that assisted living is best at home. Visit them online, hcan.com/Southwest Iowa. Technology should be working for you, not against you. And at ThinkSpace IT, they provide expert IT solutions to keep your business running smoothly and securely. From cybersecurity and cloud services to network management and tech support, they simplify IT so you can focus on what matters most. Stay protected, stay connected, stay ahead. Visit ThinkSpaceIT.com. And if you have a leak, a clogged drain, or planning a big remodel, Waldstein Plumbing in Council Bluffs has you covered with fast, reliable service and expert craftsmanship, handling everything from small repairs to major installations. Visit them online at waldsteinplumbing.com. It's a trip back to S&B Kountry Kennel and talking with Mr. Joe Huntoon, and we're sitting on artificial turf here.
Yeah.
What the heck is this?
Well, it just so happens to be Memorial Field from last year.
So this was actually being played on last year.
Yes,
in
by
Lincoln,
the Huskers.
at Memorial Field. Do they replace it every year, or is it something that's been going on for a couple of years?
I heard it's every couple of years. That's what I heard. I think this was about 2 years old.
Okay.
So it's a good quality turf. It should last me probably the rest of my days.
Yeah, you're not going to have the type of wear and tear on it that maybe a Division I college football team would.
Yeah, probably not. I don't think the dogs are wearing their cleats.
No. How did you end up with this? This is kind of a cool thing.
It is. It is kind of like a bragging right, if you will.
Yeah.
I mean, I know not everybody loves Huskers, but it is a local football team's field. Another kennel, he got the call from the people that were uninstalling the turf,
Okay.
and he got most all of it because he's got a bunch left. And he said, "Hey Joe, I remember last year you needed some turf. Are you still in the market?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, I am actually." And he sold it to me for half off of what I would have been able to find it in Oklahoma for. So I purchased it. And it seems like I purchased it like a year ago, but because it sat out here for so long. But we just got it installed. We've done this whole north side, which is 3 yards on the north side of the building. We still have 1 yard to do on the south side of the building. And it is a major, major improvement already. As you know, we already had some pretty good rain this week.
Yeah.
And the yard's not a mud hole. Dogs aren't trashed.
Right.
The rooms aren't trashed. kennels, all of that. So winter's coming. I'm super stoked to have it down. I never wanted turf, you know, from the time that I started the kennel at the other house, because I liked the idea of, you know, real grass and real trees and shade and everything just being real, you know, because it's country kennel.
Right,
Maybe it was a pride thing, I don't know. But now that I have turf here, I was like, yeah, this is the way to go. It'll be the way to go.
The yard that we're sitting in right now is not your big dog kennel or place where the dogs can get outside. This is more of a smaller area, right?
Yeah, so behind the camera where the building is, that's a room, this is a yard. This yard here is about 6,000 square feet, and the yard over in B is 5,500 square feet, but I think you're referring to the dog park, which is behind us, which is 1.25 acres.
Okay.
I think that's what you mean.
Yeah.
But most of our yards that are connected to the building where the boarding is, where the dogs sleep and stay and they go out to go potty and stuff.
Right.
Most yards here at S&B are around 5,500 to 6,000 square feet.
So typically during a day, are the dogs that you're boarding making it all the way out to the large dog park, or are they mostly in these smaller
Mostly
areas?
in these areas, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we try to put a group together and get them out to the park, you know. Sometimes once a day, you know, we could take a big group out there, but not every single day.
Right. A little bit more involved with
A lot more involved.
Where from here, I mean, the doors go directly back inside, so it's a whole lot easier for you and your staff to be able to get the dogs in and out. What were the dogs' reaction when you first put them on this turf?
They were okay. I mean, they were a little indifferent. Some didn't seem to mind or even notice at all.
Right.
Others that have lived here for a while, like some of our rescue dogs, they know it wasn't real, so they wanted to try to tug at the seams, and so we had a dog pull at a corner and pulled the stake out, so we got to put that stake back in, because they know. But
Right.
now if a boarding dog comes in, they're not going to know it any different.
Yeah.
So these are just the dogs that have been living here for a while, knew that something has changed.
Yeah,
So-
they probably looked at it as, oh, somebody put a blanket down on the ground.
Right,
It's
and they
here
wanna
for me
pull-
to play with.
Yep.
It's just a really, really big dog toy.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just hoping the newness would wear off and they would quit trying to dig and scratch and pull. It took a long time and a lot of work to install this stuff. A lot of money too. A lot of money to install it. Gosh dang.
Yeah.
It was probably some of the most stressed that I had been probably in my life.
So this was not self-installed then? You had somebody...
I had helpers and I was out here and I was working late and coming in and sometimes working by myself, and it wasn't fun, Todd.
No,
It wasn't
it's done.
fun.
You've got it now, and it's installed. You can look at this and you can say this was a project long time coming. I remember, I don't think it was long after we met that you started talking about this particular product. So to get it out here and get it done, this is, I think this is really, I mean, well done. And this is just another example of how you're always looking to make improvements. How can we improve the experience for the dogs?
Exactly. Some people wouldn't understand, like, oh, it's turf in the yard, but it carries all the way back into their kennels where they sleep, how clean the dogs are, and how they're going to actually return back home to the customer. So this turf plays a huge part in all of that. It's a safety concern when all that water gets tracked in from the door, the mud, it gets slicker inside, dogs can slip on the concrete, maybe get hurt or whatever, but now it's going to be a lot drier, cleaner experience. So yeah.
You also have, you've got an event coming up very soon.
Oh yeah.
That it's kind of, you're calling it a potluck.
I know.
So I'm not sure, what's going on? How's this going to work?
So Caitlin, my marketing gal, she's come up with a potluck. It was originally gonna start off with like my employees, just for us.
Right.
Potluck, obviously you bring a dish and we have dinner, but everything always blows up to bigger and bigger and bigger here at S&B Kountry Kennel. We like to do it up big. So it is a potluck. You can bring a dish. It's on the 17th this month. That's a Friday. I think this says 4:30 to 7:30. And I do realize that the Huskers play on that Friday. Damn Huskers.
Yeah,
Everything in life has
right now. So.
Everything in life has to revolve around game day, you know, and it's because one of my last party was on a Saturday. It actually got canceled, but it was right on game day too.
Yeah, that was weather.
Yeah,
ended up playing a factor into that one.
Yep.
But yeah, it tends to have an effect. I was over in far west Omaha last Saturday, and I'm like, where is everybody? And oh yeah, Husker game's on, because I walked into a Hy-Vee out there, and the game was on.
Isn't that
over
crazy?
their loudspeakers, and there were very few people in the store.
It's crazy to me because I don't really watch football. I have other things to work on, I guess. But anyways, that's just me. So yeah, Friday from 4:30 to 7:30, potluck. We're planning on setting up a projector, probably out there on the front of the property, on our outdoor blow-up screen, which is like a 11 by 8 foot screen. We're going to try to project the game onto that. Because it'll get darker or whatever. So people are welcome to bring their own coolers, bring a chair, so you can bring your own drinks. Hector and Shondo is coming out to play on the stage that we did our last interview on.
Right.
And Hector's playing from 5 to 7, and he's playing as a one-man band, not the three-man.
So this, but the food is actually, you've got vendors coming out, right?
We do have some pop-up vendors. We are supplying food, and then of course staff and people that bring stuff.
Okay.
Not food vendors.
Not food vendors.
No, there is a cake and cookie vendor coming out. Okay. So I think that is the daughter of one of my employees. So she was here at the wrestling event, and she has great cookies and cakes. Yeah.
So is this, what do people need to do if they want to be a part of it? Is it ticketed? What's the process?
It is not ticketed. Just put it in your calendars as the 17th on a Friday. Come out to S&B Kountry Kennel at 4:30, and we'll probably have something set up upstairs as far as tables and food, things like that. So we can grab a plate, and we can also wander out onto the lawn and sit outside and eat too.
Are you encouraging people to bring a dish?
Yeah, they can bring a dish. That would be great, and a chair. That's always important. I have about 35 chairs. Yeah, bring your own chair and cooler. Yeah. BOCC, chair and cooler.
Chair and cooler. There you go.
Yeah, so it should be fun. I mean, I think it's going to be a really good time.
Well, this is making me think that 2 days after this event, the Masons, my lodge, Kabaya Lodge in Council Bluffs, is having a hog roast, and somewhere they got the idea that I knew how to make coleslaw. So I now have to make coleslaw for about 150 people.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of coleslaw.
That's a lot of coleslaw.
I would be happy if I could get 150 people here. That'd be cool.
Yeah, so that's the idea. So take in both. You just don't have to cook much that weekend. I'd say come on out. But that's, bring your best dish too. That's back when I was young, probably when you were young too, you'd go to a potluck, whether it's a church potluck or family or whatever. You'd have 4 or 5 different kinds of baked beans.
Yeah.
You'd have 3 or 4 different kinds of coleslaw, potato salad.
Macaroni salads.
My mother would make this horrible green Cool Whip Jello thing that was just, that she called it Watergate salad. It was disgusting. But when you're a kid and it's sweet, you eat it.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I like the Cool Whip part.
Yeah, the Cool Whip part with that. But so all of that's on the 17th. When? What time is it starting?
4:30 to 7:30, and you can of course come early, and get set up, get whatever.
Yeah, so come on down S&B Kountry Kennel. You just get off at the Bungie Avenue exit as you're traveling south on 29 out of Council Bluffs. Take a right and look for the sign that I missed the first 2 times that I came here, but it was there the whole time. And
west 1 mile of the interstate.
West 1 mile of the interstate. It's that simple. And join, and this is, I got a feeling it's going to be a new fall tradition for you. That, because this is, well, and plus we've just been having such beautiful weather, like we're having today as we're recording this. But it's a great time of year. Lots of harvesting going on out there right now, and that's the time you always want to get together with friends and take in everything going on at S&B Kountry Kennel.
Yeah, just enjoying the outside and being a part of nature.
And waving away flies.
And we can also set anybody up with a visit with a rescue dog. We got 6 of them still.
Oh, you got 6 dogs here now?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, here's the thing. Let's do a little pitch for your rescue dogs, because these are dogs that you've been working with. So they've been getting professional training, and they are ready to find a home.
Yeah.
That's the idea.
They're all good. I mean, some of them have their own little quirks, but no, they're great dogs.
Well,
great
yeah,
dogs.
I mean, what animal doesn't have their own quirks?
Right. You know? Yeah. Yeah, even the best home pet dog has its own little issues, but so they're great dogs. We have great rescues. I mean, I love them all.
Yeah, I've down here and met most of them, and I would highly agree that, yeah, these are great animals.
Yeah.
And, you're doing wonderful work down here, not just with the animals, but also with the staff that you have. You walk in, and I've told you this before, when I walk in here, everybody's smiling, everybody's happy to see you.
That's
happy.
good.
I was there when a couple of dogs came in.
Yeah.
They were happy to see the dogs. The dogs were definitely happy to be here. They were excited. Just as
I
soon as they
love
walked in
that.
the door.
Dogs will never lie.
Yeah.
They will never lie. So
Yeah, if they weren't wanting to be here, they'd have been trying to get out the door and everything. But no, they were dragging their owner in on the leashes, ready to get in here and get going. And then some of your staff just took them back and just on a full run. They're ready to go. so
I love that.
It's working. This is Joe Huntoon, S&B Kountry Kennel. If you need dog boarding, this is the top spot in Southwest Iowa. You're going to want to bring them to. They're going to be treated like royalty while they're here. Thank you so much.
You bet.
Grateful for your time.
Thanks,
and,
Todd.
Looking forward to a great event coming up on the 17th.
Yep. So yeah, dog boarding, daycare, training, and dog rescue.
It's all here at S&B Kountry
dog
Kennel.
grooming. Yeah.
SBCountryKennel.com, country spelled with a K. That's the easiest way to be able to find them. All right, Joe, we'll be back and talk to you again soon.
All right, thank you.
Could you tell it was a beautiful day when we recorded that interview? It was just so nice outside. And that's the best time of year. Fall always has been my favorite time of year. And I think it's just because, well, okay, full disclosure, I had a birthday last week, but we're not counting anymore. That's just a mark on the calendar. Service Master Restore by Schmader knows it can be hard to get back to normal when you've suffered serious property damage due to flooding, fire, or smoke, and you may also be left with all sorts of questions about how to get your home or business back to normal. Service Master Restore by Schmader will restore your space by offering quality commercial and residential restoration services in Council Bluffs and the surrounding area. That's Service Master Restore by Schmader. And since 1870, Avila Bank has been providing Iowans with high-quality financial products and services to fit their needs. You could need a loan. Maybe you're starting a new business account, saving money for a trip, or looking to open a personal checking account. Avila's qualified bankers can help you with all of that and more. Visit avila.bank to learn more. Thanks again, Joe, S&B Kountry Kennel, for joining us today, and I'm looking forward to hearing all about a great event this Friday. My name's Todd Studer. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning.